A little girl simply dipped her hand into the ocean, and within moments, countless fish began rushing toward her at the same time. The fishermen waiting nearby immediately sailed out to sea, and with the girl's help, they returned with boats overflowing with fish. But Ella's abilities were far more incredible than anyone imagined. 10 years earlier, the mayor had rescued Ella from a shipwreck. The moment he held the little girl in his arms, he noticed that the cut on his hand mysteriously healed itself. When he brought Ella home that same day, his bedridden mother suddenly regained the strength to lift her head. From then on, the island clinic became empty, while long lines formed outside the mayor's house. Anyone who spent just a few minutes near Ella would instantly feel healthier. Even Ella's grandmother, May, completely escaped the suffering of old age. Although Ella was the mayor's daughter, the islanders saw her as a blessing from heaven. To keep her forever, the mayor even cut off contact with the outside world. But no one realized that behind Ella's angelic appearance hid something terrifying. One day, Ella curiously placed her hand near a beehive, instantly attracting dozens of bees. As she enjoyed the bees landing gently on her skin, she suddenly noticed a nearby insect being devoured. The next second, one of the bees suddenly died. Afraid others would fear her, Ella begged her friend Xiao Qiang to keep it secret, unknowingly planting the seeds of disaster. Later, some reckless children gathered poisonous berries and convinced a little girl named Xiaobai to eat them. They had played this dangerous game many times before because Ella always managed to heal anyone who got poisoned. But this time, when they rushed Xiaobai to the mayor's house, Ella wasn't there. The mayor had taken her out to sea. By the time Ella finally returned, Xiaobai had already stopped breathing. Desperate, the mayor still brought Ella to the child's side. Everyone watched with hope as Ella reached out her hand. But nothing happened. For the first time in her life, Ella failed to save someone. After Xiaobai's funeral, Ella secretly tried to revive a dead bee, only to discover that her powers were gone. The islanders panicked, but instead of letting Ella rest, they demanded to continue seeing her every day, because her healing had become part of their lives. Even her own grandmother sided with the villagers. Days later, the mayor discovered that Ella's healing power returned only when she was asleep. Wanting to protect her, he warned the family not to disturb her rest. But as May's old age rapidly returned, she secretly convinced the others to use sleeping pills on Ella, so the villagers could continue benefiting from her powers. Eventually, the mayor realized the islanders would never stop exploiting his daughter. He planned to escape the island with Ella, but May overheard everything. That night, she poisoned the doctor who was helping them escape, and chaos erupted across the island. The following morning, mainland authorities arrived. After receiving reports of child abuse and suspicious activities on the island, a police officer and social worker came to investigate Ella's home. At first, Ella seemed calm, but after hearing her disturbing words, the social worker decided the family needed to be arrested and Ella removed from the island. The islanders refused to let her go. Tensions exploded into violence. Guns were drawn, shots were fired, and the police officer was killed. The mayor himself was badly wounded. Desperate to save him, May once again tried to force sleeping pills down Ella's throat so she could use her healing powers. But Ella resisted violently. Hearing the scream, Xiao Qiang rushed in with a gun and demanded everyone stop. In the middle of the chaos, emotions spiraled out of control. Ella let out a horrifying scream. Suddenly, the entire ocean began to roar. Massive waves crashed against the island as an unimaginable force erupted from Ella's body. When everything finally became silent, Ella slowly opened her eyes.